She always looks great, you know. The rest of us are slave, you know.
I'm so tired, guys.
Is this your first Comic-Con? Oh, okay.
No, I was here last year, and then we did New York, but that's like a baby version, right?
Very much.
Yeah, it's like the little boutique Comic Con.
Yeah. And when it grows up, it wants to be San Diego.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about where we see Alex in the beginning of season 2. We know she's with Division now.
Well, kind of. Alex is, I think, matured quite a bit since the first season, and she's pretty much on her own. She's not actually with Division. She needs them. She needs their help, basically. She's trying to get the man who ordered her father's death, Survey Semak. So she really needs their help, but she's not working for Division in the sense that she believes in what they do. But yeah, everything's changed. Division has changed as you know it, and Michael and Nikita are off doing their thing. It's very different in a good way.
What kind of relationship does Alex have with Amanda at this?
It's definitely interesting. I think that they're kind of testing the waters to see if they can trust each other. They want to, and they both need each other. And there's a lot of storylines going on right now where Alex needs Amanda for some things, Amanda needs her to get the black box, all this stuff, because Alex has a bigger goal in mind. She's kind of doing all that stuff to get to that bigger goal. So I think she's kind of testing Amanda out to see what she has to offer.
So with so much going on, I mean, how do you keep it all straight? Do you try to keep track of everything that's going on, or do you just focus on this is what's going on with my character? And,
I wish I could just keep track of my own character. I wish it was that easy, but a lot of times, my storyline has so much to do with, where Nikita's going and trying to stop my mission, and so I really have to be aware of everything. Yeah, it's a lot, but that's okay. I love doing it.
Flowcharts, flashcards.
Yeah, exactly. I break down every episode and do a lot of notes.
And of course, your character has this romance. Does this change things? I mean, that's still going on?
No, actually, Alex has a new romance this season.
Okay.
There's a new character that you'll kind of get to know why he's around and what his purpose is. At first, they don't like each other, so it's going to be a slow developing romance.
I was just going to ask, do you like doing those types of scenes? The romance, how do you do the romance and the action?
I do like it, but I think this year is going to be better because he's not like a normal guy. He's not, a normie, as I call that. He's someone kind of in that world, so which is why they don't like each other at first, because they're kind of butting heads. But I think Alex being someone that kind of gets her life and her world would be a lot different than how it ended up last season.
Okay.
Are you looking forward to a new dynamic between Alex and Nikita, or are you going to miss a little bit of the season 1 girl power?
I'm going to miss it. I really liked Nikita and Alex being on the same team. I think it's really rare to have females on television that really love each other and have good friendships. I think it's hard to find. So I always liked that we were a show that had that. But like any person, like any character on TV, you have to grow and change. And Alex is pretty hurt. So I think there's hope for them in the future. Kind of becoming friends again. But right now, there's kind of a lot of licking the wounds.
Is Alex still struggling with good girl, bad girl? Go be more like her dad?
Yeah, Alex is always struggling for that. It's kind of in her blood. So that's a question as an actress I always ask myself. It's like that balancing that line, because no one is just evil and no one is just good. There's both in all of us. So yeah.
What have been some of the challenges of playing Alex so far?
I think the constant change, just the kind of, just the speed that we shoot at is probably the most challenging. So it's not like filming a film where you can, have 3 weeks on one part of your character and storyline. We're really fast. So yeah, to keep up with it all is probably the hardest part. But that's why Craig's amazing, and all our producers and stuff, to be able to, kind of feel free to talk to them about stuff.
Alex is a pretty strong character on her own, and it seems to come from all the bad things that have happened to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you talk a little bit more about maybe where, as she changes, as she grows, and maybe lets go of some of the bad, where will her strength come from at that point? Will it come from the people around her, or just something that's buried even deeper?
I think right now what's keeping her going is trying to get answers. She's really searching to find these people that kind of basically screwed her life up, and she'll really do anything to get there. So, yeah, she's very driven right now. Yeah, she's kind of not in the shadows of anybody right now. She's just kind of doing her thing, and she'll probably make a lot of mistakes in the way, but at least she's trying.
Do you see any similarities between yourself and your character?
Not really. I mean, yeah, I play her, so it's me, but no, we're so different. As you can see, yeah, we're so different.
Do you see shades of Nikita and Alex at all? Because she was trained by Nikita, she almost became like a mini Nikita.
Yeah, definitely. But I also think they're very different. Yeah, I think that comes from like a culture thing too. Just kind of, Alex has that evil Russian blood in her that sometimes comes out. You know what I mean? But and also even more of a vulnerability sometimes too. So yeah, they're similar. Right? You guys,
We can all hang out.
okay. We can hang out.
How much do you like to know ahead of time, or do you like to just take it as it comes?
I check in with Craig a lot, and I always ask him what I should know, because I don't like to have too much information. It messes me up. Or if I know where something's going, sometimes it's hard to play against it, because you know what I'm saying. So I always ask him, okay, going into this episode, what should I know for the next? What don't I want? Like, don't tell me what I don't need to know. So it's a little bit of both.
Are you pretty comfortable with, the writers do a great job, but are you pretty comfortable with just going along with what they write, or is there sometimes where you're like, no, Alex would really do that? Do you ever put in your own ideas and go, what do you think about this, guys?
I don't know. I find it's more challenging if I try and make work what they write, because it's so easy for me. I play Alex every single day. It's so much easier for me to say she should do this, she should go this way, but I'm not a writer. I definitely have opinions, and sometimes I have questions and little lines and things like that. But at the end of the day, I really trust them, and I don't know. I find it more challenging to try and make work what they write. I like
What's
to be
been some of
challenged.
the crazy, goofy stuff that's happened?
Crazy goofy stuff?
Yeah, that might end up like on a blooper reel. As long as we're just hanging out.
We had our first day of work this season. We had a boom operator fall through the catwalk in Division, like literally like walking along, and because it was the first day, and I guess the floor wasn't put in. He literally just I know it's not funny, you hear himself, but just we're all Danny Cannon's directing, we're just sitting there, and he just literally goes through the floor. We're like, oh my god, this is not a good way to start the season. People falling through floors. It's okay. So far so good though.
Alex's first kill was a huge deal. And are we still going to see her struggle with
that?
being a killer?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I just did a scene with Sander on yesterday. And she references that. She does not want to be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the dynamic going to be like between Percy and Alex now? Because he kind of has fall from grace. Amanda's kind of taken over in a way.
I really don't want to give anything away with Sanders' character, because it's so good. I think, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be the one to ruin it. I'll let Craig say something, but yeah, even the set, everything about Percy right now is really cool. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to, season 1, a lot of the scenes were in division. Is it going to be mostly outside of division this season? You know?
I mean, I'd say it's half and half. I mean, I've
Okay.
read the first 3. We just shot the first one. We're about to start the second one, and so far it's a bit half and half. But division's changed a bit.
Okay.
It's not. The sets are a bit different, a little different in the way that it's run. Things are a bit tweaked.
Not Alex and James giving each
No.
other angry
No,
looks. or
no,
anything
no.
like that.
We've moved on.
Are you shocked by how much the show has changed since the pilot?
Yeah, I
It
am.
moved so fast. What do you think about that, the new direction it's taken?
I both love it and I'm also slightly terrified because, like I said, television's so quick. So yeah, it's kind of like just trying to keep up with the pace. But I think I really like Craig's writing in the sense that there's never a dull moment. Like everything always happens, and I think as an actor, it's really exciting. No, I'm never bored. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm never like, what am I gonna do this week? It's more like, oh my god.
All right. What about those scenes then, where they just basically had you strapped to a chair and the hot and the
Yeah.
sweaty?
Yeah.
What was it like doing those scenes? Did that feel awkward?
No, I think, in the first season I had a lot of those. I had, episode 6 was the first time as a recruit Alex escaped, got tied down with a chair, was electrocuted. And there were a few later in the season where he was tied down with a chair. I don't know, I like them. I feel like you can just kind of get in the zone because there's no physicality to it. There's nothing you can do physically. So you're just really forced to, kind of touch your face, I don't know, I liked it.
Oh,
You did really well.
Thank you.
While we're just hanging out, I wanted